Armenian journalist was killed in front of his office in Turkey for speaking out against injustice, for speaking out about the issue at hand today. In America, we have the liberty to speak out for justice, all the while calling countries like Turkey our allies. Turkey is a country who claims to be democratic, yet maintains the highest number of imprisoned journalists in the developed world. A country who continuously restricts freedom of speech and religion. They continuously pass legislations like Article 301 of the Turkish Penal Code, which establishes prison terms for up to 3 years for even the mention of genocide. The Turkish government goes so far as to prosecute Orhan Pamuk, a Nobel Peace Prize winning author, for writing about the Armenian genocide. They even have formal state policy by Turkey's Minister of Education that mandates that Turkish school children be taught to deny the Armenian genocide. Now, we are not debating on whether or not the massacre of my people, the Armenians, in 1915 at the hands of the Turkish government constitutes genocide. That is an established historical fact. In fact, in 1997, the International Association of Genocide Scholars unanimously decided that this was genocide. In fact, the very man who coined the term genocide, Raphael Lemkin, coined it citing the massacre of the Armenians as a prime example of the genocide, along with the Jewish Holocaust. We are debating on whether or not the United States of America should recognize the genocide, and we should not even be debating about this because, of course, the United States should take this moral stance against injustice. The United States of America should not appease Turkey or any genocidal state. I'm going to draw an analogy over here. Turkey is a child who smears red paint across the living room carpet, only to cry out in denial when his mother tries to hold him accountable. The mother sees the red-stained hands of the child, yet chooses to dismiss the matter in order to silence the tantrums of her child. In order to appease the crying child named Turkey, the United States of America chooses to ignore the cries of the 1.5 million children of the Armenian people who were mercilessly killed at the hands of the Turks. A country as great as the United States of America should not condone the crimes against humanity perpetrated by genocidal states like Turkey. Condoning such crimes against humanity sets an egregious antecedent for the rest of the world. This draws us further within a cycle of genocide. The Armenian genocide was the first genocide of the 20th century. It began in 1915 under Ottoman Turkish rule led by the Young Turk Triumvirate comprised of Talat, Cemal, and Enver Pasha. A fact that often goes ignored is the following. The current government of Turkey is also responsible for the genocide. The father of modern Turkey, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, continued the deportations and ethnic cleansing of the Armenians until 1923. Furthermore, Turkish generals responsible for the genocide went unpunished and were even promoted in the new republic. Adolf Hitler drew his sordid inspiration from the genocide of the Armenians. He justified his killings of the Jewish people by asking, who, after all, speaks today of the annihilation of the Armenians? The United States Congress has a long and proud history of taking a moral stand against genocides, as is the case with their countless resolutions on the Holocaust, the Cambodian, Darfur, Ukrainian, and Bosnian genocides. The occurrence of these genocides in the first place illustrates the repetitive course history takes if justice is delayed. The United States should not fear a strained relationship with Turkey if we recognize the Armenian genocide. Turkey is full of empty threats. When the French Parliament was in the process of recognizing the Armenian genocide in 2001, Turkey threatened to cut off diplomatic ties with France. But the following year, trade grew between the two countries by 22% and over 131% over the following 5 years. This goes to show that Turkey needs us more than we need them. We should not fear them. The US should fear future genocides if the correct course of action is not taken. And the fact that truly terrifies me, a fact that enrages me, is the following. In 1915, 1.5 million of my people were massacred by the Turkish government, who retained the clear intent of eradicating us entirely. In 2015, 100 years after the genocide, on the centennial of this crime against humanity, Justice has not yet been delivered, but I have been delivered before you here today, a descendant of genocide survivors, a 17-year-old living testament to Turkey's failure to exterminate the Armenians. Thank you.